Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I just got a new microphone and I want to see if it works. Because apparently every time when I do the streaming, I just use the laptop and the sound is not very satisfying. So this time I'm trying to use this microphone. I hope it's okay. Can you hear me, my friends? Just let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear my sound? And good morning. Good afternoon. This is it's afternoon for me now. Hello. Hi. Oh my God. It's so nice to see you again. Oh, it's really been a while, isn't it? Hello, Larwil, Farish, and Sam Lee, and bathroom. That sounds good. Echo effect going on. Yeah, I just got this one. Actually, I got it long ago, but I never used it. So I think maybe just give it a try. Oh, hopefully it will. So yeah, really, I miss this. I miss this that we can just talk and just relax our mind, and it's really nice, isn't it? Compared to every time talking about, I mean, those philosophical and even scientific things we discuss is quite deep, is quite complicated, and I've been like immersed on all these questions all the time, and I just feel like, oh, it would be great if we have a break. If we can just have a casual talk like this, will be lovely. That seems better. Okay, I just like turn down the echo effect a little bit. So yeah, don't worry, my friends. I feel exactly like how you feel. Like sometimes we can talk about those things about logic and intelligence and wisdom. It's great, but sometimes we just want to have a break, just like relax a little bit and enjoy this. Just simply enjoy the present and enjoy this communication. It's great, isn't it? Like we don't want our brain all the time like high speed. It's really I've been like 2 weeks already continuously. I barely even go out at all. Don't got the time. So yeah, tell me about your life. Is everything going well? How's everything? So see, I think every time if we do the streaming, you can tell me anything you want to share with me. If you have any problem or any idea, any thoughts, because this is this channel about. We can share our thoughts and share our experience and everything. There is no like limitation, like, oh, we have to only focus talking about this deep philosophical question and then just put this life aside. No, definitely not. It's non-duality, isn't it? Non-duality. We don't need to separate life and philosophy. Our life is the way of our philosophy. So we got to discover the wisdom in life and use this wisdom in life. So there's no separation. It's non-duality. So feel free to always express how you feel, my friends. Always, always. I was getting the impression you think too much. I understand why you say that, my friend. Because this is a philosophy channel. If you really want to put a category, so it belongs to the philosophy category. It's education channel. So I got to talk about the topics, but I'm a human being. I'm just like all of you, and we're just the same. Like sometimes we want to have a break. I mean, it is not a crime, right? It's not a crime. Good day to you, sister. I have been enjoying catching up on your videos since I recently subscribed to your channel. I respect your passion to teach philosophy. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Objective ethics. Thank you so much. I remember you make some comments on the channel and it's all thoughtful. Actually, I remember all of you. I remember you sometimes make very thoughtful insight and comments, and then we share the resonance. It's just so great, isn't it? Yeah, And that's why I want to do this streaming again, because it's not just about one-side talk. That would be so boring and pointless. The only reason why this channel can be alive is that we can keep communicating. We keep share the resonance. That's the only way. I had intelligence once, but I accidentally forgot it at a bus station some time ago. That's a nice one. No, I don't think so, my friend. I think what is within you will always be within you. It's just, you see, about intelligence or let's say the talent about art or talent, this kind of things, they're just potential. It's within all of us. We all have this potential. It just sometimes we get caught, for example, the way how we think or the busy lifetime. Sometimes we get covered, our true potential get covered. Or for example, you are talented in art, but because some other reason, for example, you are forced to do something else, which is not something you really enjoy that much. So your talent is get covered, but doesn't mean you don't have that potential, because what is in you is always in you. So we should cultivate this positive attitude, and then we try to discover our potential to just let it shine, let it shine bright. This is how we can enjoy our life, and you will feel worthy. You will feel, oh, this is the meaning of life, that I can really express myself. I can show my potential, and the world will know me that, oh, actually, I can have so much great contribution to the society. This is how we can feel fulfilled. I believe so. Echo gone now. Yeah, I turned this echo things off. I hope it's all right. Where is it now? Exam after a few days. Reality and oneness hits life hard. I understand, my friend, but let me share with you something a little bit different. Like, even me didn't realize this before. Like, you see, I'm doing this philosophy channel, and you know my passion about this channel, about the philosophy. It's been always in my life. I love philosophy since I was a child. So I always think, wow, if one day I can do this, this is like my dream job, then I would completely just enjoy it so much that every difficulties will not be difficulties anymore. So in one way, it is true, because all the difficulties, because I have this motivation, so it's so much easier for me to conquer. But doesn't mean that difficulties are not here. There are so many difficulties. Like I remember it was last month, the camera was broken, and last week I caught a cold, actually. So the last 2 episodes when I record, I caught cold, and my voice doesn't feel well. But I keep replying. I keep replying to all the comments, and you can see the way I reply the comments. Yes, when I read your comments, sometimes if it's needed, I will translate it to Chinese. Then I will understand it better, and then I could write it in Chinese, and then I translate to English to reply to your comments. Because you can see how much effort I put to even just simply to reply to your comments. I'm not like, I agree with you, it's so great. No, if you express some thoughts or some ideas, I just really, I go to the deep level to resonate with you. So it can be a little bit exhausting sometimes, but I really enjoyed it. So no matter what you do, my friend, if it's exam or job or life, everything, there will be difficulties, but this is how you can be strong. Because without these challenges, you will never be able to be strong. So just thinking this way. I'm thinking this way all the time now. Like I've been at home. It's a funny thing. Like I've been at home for so long already. I don't have time to go out because I need to record the video. I need to write all the thing I need to write, and I need to manage the book. I need to edit the video, and I need to always manage the channel and reply to the comments. I don't got time, but this is how. I mean, now today is a bright day. Sunny, and you can see a lot of people go outside. It's so enjoyable, but I cannot But I think time can wait. Time can wait. If I really want to, or anybody, if we want to achieve something, we got to get through this stage, that we put hard work, and without thinking, oh, I should give up. No, you have to just keep on it. If this is your calling, if this is something that you really enjoy to do, this is your passion, you decided this is the direction, you got to just stick with it. Even there are a lot of challenges, difficulties, pressure, you got to stick with it. So this is how you can be strong, really. So yeah, I guess this is just how life is. Nobody's life is always rainbow. Like, I just caught cold and now I'm kind of like recovered, but you probably didn't even notice, because it's pointless for me to even say it in channel or anyhow anymore, because those are the obstacles I have to conquer. I know that for sure. So I have zero complaint about that. Let me see. Intelligence can be overrated sometimes. Yes, my friend, just like last episode, we're talking about 庄子. When 庄子and 惠子, they have this debate about fish's joy, right? So 惠子is a very intelligent person as well. But sometimes you will have this feeling like no matter how intelligent this person is, you will be so great to just simply enjoy life, enjoy the moment, and enjoy this harmony of relationship that you are already in. It just sometimes we get covered. We didn't notice this harmony of relationship. So yeah, intelligence is great. I don't deny it. And I definitely will say, we should just abandon intelligence. No, rationality, intelligence are great things. But at the same time, I think the understanding, the experience and resonance of oneness is something even greater. So that is the greater whole that we can cover. We can cover intelligence within it. We don't deny it. We respect it. At the same time, we keep that in mind, that this oneness is the best, and we should always have that oneness in mind. So that's where our empathy comes from, where our understanding and love comes from. That's the best thing in life. Let's see. Thank you for the kind words. I discuss philosophy of objective morality on my own channel. Oh, that would be great, my friend. Yeah, I think nowadays this is a great thing that we can do this social media, but we can do something it's more helpful for the society. Like, I think what we're doing here for channels like philosophy is not just about intellectual game. It's not like that. We're spreading a very positive lifestyle that can really help people out sometimes. Sometimes when we are like facing difficulties, it's really difficult to hold on a faith of the life is still, there are beautiful things, there are hope. So if we can spread this positivity, it can actually help a lot to a lot of people, and it is a great thing to do. Definitely. What's up from Ethiopia? Ethiopia. Hi, my friend. I'm not very familiar with Ethiopia. Where is that? Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you so much. I'm just curious. Where is that? Sorry, I might just not really not familiar with that. Whitewash depends on interpretation of oneness, affirmation, or negation. Yeah, about this, about interpretation of something, like before when talking about 庄子, we can understand clearly that sometimes our understanding or our interpretation of specific things is really depends on which angle we stand. It is true, but it's really important to take one step back to see in what kind of relationship this kind of interpretation or lifestyle or understanding or worldview emerge in this way. So when we understand that, it will be more helpful for us. So we will not judge everything like just black and white, right and wrong. It's more like we can understand what is the relationship behind it. And when we understand that, that is already the first step towards a more understanding worldview. And when we can understand people in a more subtle way, that can cultivate more of our empathy and understanding and love. And this is what we need, because in our world now, there are a lot of conflicts, there are a lot of political way, or even just in daily life, there are a lot of conflicts. So what we really need is a little bit softer heart. A softer heart, it need a base. You cannot say, I just want to be with a soft heart and I can have. No, because we will also have a reason to have a soft heart. So what is the reason? It's because we are one. And how to understand we are one, that's a long way to go. But it doesn't mean that we cannot feel it right now. Like right now, we're different people from different places in the world, but we can resonate in such level. We're so polite with each other, we're sharing our thoughts with each other. We can already feel that fundamentally, we are just a different, multiple manifestation of the oneness. And this oneness is what really matters. So when I'm talking about this oneness, or when the ancient book, or like in Taoism or Hinduism, when we're talking about this oneness, it's not superstitious. We're not talking about some magical entity there. We're not talking about that. This oneness is the foundation that really let us grounded, make our worldview can always be resonated, be possible. Like that episode about 𝐸𝐮𝐬𝐽 and hui discussion. Because of the oneness, so that's why 𝐸𝐮𝐬𝐽 can feel the fish's happiness. Otherwise, it would be impossible. It would be just like everyone just in different islands. Then everything is just imaginary. Well, anyway, I don't want to talk too much about philosophy right now. I just wanna relax conversation. To be honest, it's too many days about this very deep philosophies, and Let's see. Greetings from Brazil. Greetings, my friend. 𝐿𝐶𝐶𝐿𝐶𝐿. Hello, my friend. Let's see. Oh, wish I could stay. Do this again so we can chat. Yeah, don't worry, my friend. I think in the future I should just regularly do this streaming. It will be important. Like we can get to know each other more. Because every time when there is just commenting and I'm always busy replying, but sometimes I might miss some comment and I don't like that. I want to be able to connect with all of you. And I don't want to let anybody feel ignored or I didn't reply in time. So that's not very nice. But during this live session, I will say all of your thoughts and we can communicate directly. So it's a nice way to me, really. Objective, who do you think decided morality? Morality, I talked about this topic before. Like, objectively, I do believe that morality is a natural outcome when we understand relational non-duality. Relational non-duality means that, first of all, about the relation. Is there somebody just donate me some money? Sorry, I'm not even familiar with this system. It's such a shame. Respect for nature, objective ethics. Respect for nature, respect for others and self. Respect are the bricks that pave that road that leads to the good life we all want to live. This is so correct, my friend. And I absolutely agree with you. This is why you see before when we're talking about this relationship between mind and body, all of these things, why I have to say that even I know that might offend some friends, but I have to say that we shouldn't stand with idealism or materialism, because friendship, any kind of relationship, the base is respect, right? You cannot say, oh, everything is just consciousness and the material thing are just the projection of the consciousness, or material is just the essence and consciousness is just the projection. It's not even real. In this, how could it be relationship? Just thinking about it. If a man and a woman, one just say, you are not even real, you are lower than me, how could this relationship be real, be authentic? Relationship will always have to based on mutual respect, mutual respect, just as you said, this is so important. This is why this kind of respect is the foundation how we can understand this world and understand our nature. And this is also the reality is we are relational. Everything is relational. And in relationship, that's why we need to respect each other. And this is also, as you mentioned earlier, my friend, this is the foundation of morality. This is the foundation of morality. That because we know we are one, we know that we are relational. So that's why we have no reason to not respect each other. We have no reason to harm each other. We have no reason to not understand each other and just try our best. There will be difference, there are diversity, but there's no reason for us to not understand that we are one at the same time. So that's the base, that's the foundation of morality, my friend. And thank you so much for your support, my friend. It's really, I really appreciate. And I think this is the first donation in my the first donation in my live stream ever. Thank you, my friend. Ethic, my friend, objective ethics. Thank you so much. So let me continue with the morality. Yeah. So next question. Tell me, how do you see reality? What is your experience like from moment to moment? How do I see reality? That's a nice question. So I think the most important thing about how I see reality is I don't divide it anymore. I've been through the stage. I think there is like a more like a essence somewhere, and this essence is above life. Is something completely detached from life. I've been there. I think probably everyone in some level they've been there, but then I back to life now. So the most important thing now I see life is non-dual. You see, every joy, like what we see now, it might seem like not important, it might seem like so casual, but this is how divinity or the essence of Tao, the essence of Brahman, this is all of this, the beautiful thing that we describe in different philosophy or religion, this is how it's expressed. It's through this way, it's through life, authentically. There is no other things rather than this. I know that sometimes life feels boring. Life feels full of obstacles and with suffering. But that is just one side of the story. That is not the whole story. The whole story that is that if we can understand this non-duality, then we will really understand that the nature of life can be enjoyable. Really. And we will do a lot of things to try to, to make contribution to the society, to make contribution to make the harmony of relationship in your life with your friends, with your family, with your children, with your parents, all sorts of things. And this can directly improve your quality of life. But when you do that, you don't really think, oh, I do this is for me, for my own ego. You don't feel it that way anymore. Because when you understand this non-duality, you feel like this is the essence of life. This is how life is about. It's not for yourself, because you really don't have this like self-centeredness anymore. You are not always talking about just, oh, me. It's all about me. It's not just about you anymore. You will feel like this is just a vast net of a web of relationship. This is what life is about. So I'm just the one node in this web. So I enjoy, I let this Tao, I let this flow through me, but I'm not the center anymore. So this is the way that you can really feel free, really. So this is how I see life now. You do a really good work. It's important mankind to use technology for the better of mankind. Thank you, my friend. Wisdom, age seeker. That is so true. That's why I never reject. You see, now we have, the computer, we have the microphone, and I think this is great. The idea of microphone. I can finally sit back because before I'm always like that. I look crazy. So, yeah. So all this technology and electricity, and we can have a shelter with warmth or not too cold. These are all great things for the technology. And that if we have really severe disease, that we can go to hospital, and by for the grace of technology, we can help to take our have our health back. All of these things we got to in the middle way to see, and at the same time, it depends on how we use it, right? It's like a knife. You can use it to hurt, but at the same time, you can use it to cut fruit. It depends on how you use it. So yeah, for technology, I'm grateful, but I'm very careful to use it. It's just like doing the streaming, making this channel. If I use this channel to spread, I don't know, division or negativity, then that obviously I'm using it for the wrong purpose. Then I wouldn't appreciate that. I wouldn't do that. So it depends on how we use it. Yeah, we live in a modern world, but we shouldn't go extreme. We should understand the good side of the modern world. Hi, Siwi. This is Andrew. Hello. Nice to catch you live again. Yeah, I'm glad to see you again, Andrew. It's been a while. I think last time was probably 2 weeks ago or more than 2 weeks. I miss this. I really miss this. I can really relax my mind a little bit compared to writing and all those things. I enjoy this so much. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Joy Boy. Astika Putin. Putin. What does that name means? Interesting. Hello, Ramia. Hello. The grounding for objective morality is in nature. No one decides what is moral. Cause and effect determines what is morality, true or false. That's a very interesting comment. Objective ethics. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I mean about the topic of morality. Later on, we will discuss a lot. But you see, now the schedule is first of all. Just please, my friend, please go download my first book. It's in Buy Me a Coffee link. It's all free. You can download it for free. Just go to Buy Me a Coffee link shop, and you can download for free. If you like it, you enjoyed it, anytime you are very welcome to support me and buy me a coffee. But it's all for free. And in the future, I will manage all the things that we're talking about in the channel to books. You will always welcome to download them for free. The first book is already there. Please have a look. It is good to work hard when young. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Some people say, oh my God, I'm young. I just want to enjoy as much as possible. Otherwise, when I'm not young anymore, I might not be able to enjoy that much. But at the same time, if we only care about enjoyment, for example, I got all the money and I just use all the money. I use it all to go travel or use it on alcohol or whatever, this kind of things. And when I go to certain age, my health will be damaged and I might not really achieve much because every achievement requires hard work. So maybe we should just keep a balance. We can enjoy life, of course, but if we really want to achieve anything at all, then we got to put hard work. Really, it's necessary. Even now, I'm around like 34, but I'm starting the real like as a job. This is for me is as a job now, but it's something I truly enjoyed it. But I want to say is that it's no much differences to you, my friend. I know you feel like you are doing a job and you feel like, oh my God, somebody is doing something and really enjoyed it or it's so different. It's not really like that. I do enjoy this, but there are hard works. There are definitely hard works. You see, I'm writing all the time, and at the same time, I have to clean the home. I need to cook. I don't even have time to go out. The only time I go out now is just to bring the garbage out. And yesterday, my neighbor, she's a very nice lady. She's already 90 years old. She's the one who dragged me out. A 90 years old lady dragged me out to go somewhere. Yesterday we had some coffee. I didn't drink coffee. I drink the sparkling water. But that is me now. You see, I'm not really having time to enjoy that much now. But this is the price to pay. There is always, I think this is the mindset we can also cultivate. Is that don't think that, oh, there is a shortcut. There's a shortcut. If I do this and then I can directly success, I can, I don't even need to put hard work. Anything, if you are talented in anything, or if you are not, doesn't matter. If you want to do anything, there will be time that you have to put hard work. No excuses at all, and no hesitation, no more delay. You got to just do it. You just got to just do it. That's the thing. That's the thing that for all of us, there's no differences between you and me, no matter what job you do. You might think this is nice as like doing as a YouTuber, but you can see how much I have obstacles. My English, right? My English is far from perfect, right? And I'm always embarrassed sometimes because, well, maybe one day if there's a chance, I would like to discuss with you, because in Chinese and English there's so much difference about grammar. That's why I always make mistakes about certain grammar in English. Well, anyway, so I just want to say that never ever think that me and you are that different. No, not really. Without a struggle, without a problem, we never learn. If we never learn, we are stuck. That is the truth. That is absolutely the truth. If we don't learn, then what life is about? Life is about, during this journey, we learn something so we can cultivate a better mindset. And if we just completely don't learn anything from our mistake, then we're gonna stuck there forever. And if we stuck there, there will be suffering. So it's a long journey, but have a positive mindset. That's all I can say. Have a positive mindset, my friends. You and me, we are the same. Let's just on this journey support each other. One question: when you talk about non-duality, is it affirmative? Is relational non-duality different from negative non-dualism, like Madhyamaka Buddhism of Nagarjuna and Gaudipada Advaita? Okay, so about non-duality, if you really want to find which one is more similar to this, that is called. You know that Vedanta have different schools. I mean, in 6 major schools, there's Vedanta, and Vedanta has different interpretations. Advaita Vedanta is just one of it. And for me, I'm more close to what is the name? Chitta Beta Beta. It's a strange name. So, but that name, that means that the essence and the expression, which is our diversity. We are, in a sense, we are different. It's just like sun and the sunlight, right? But at the same time, you cannot say they are two, because there is no such sun without sunlight, and there is no sunlight without sun. So you cannot separate them. When you separate them, you separate something which is abstract and that will never exist. Can you imagine a sun without sunlight? Can you ever see sunlight without sun, right? So essence and expression of essence, they are non-dual. So if you really want to say theoretically, yes, they are dual. They are essence, they are expressions. But in a way, they are also non-dual, because you can never separate them. You cannot separate the sun with the sunlight. So you can understand in the most simple way. You can say spinoza's God or nature, right? You cannot separate these two. If you want to separate in a metaphysical way, to hand this essence somewhere else above the expression, that is the first step of duality. And that kind of duality will never lead us to anywhere, rather than just, separate understanding, separate and infinite separation. And that is the whole thing about non-duality is this. But don't worry, my friend. In the future, we'll talk a lot about it. And today, I really don't want to talk about philosophy because I've been talking about 2 weeks already, or maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. So all my mind now, just close my eyes, philosophy, open my eyes, philosophy is great. But I want to break. I want to break. I want to talk about something just light, something we can just enjoy, just simply enjoy the resonance. Sam, I sometimes stay in my home for too long. Thanks for the advice. We need to enjoy our stuffs. Thank you, my friend. I'm the one who also need to remind myself to get out. Tomorrow I'm gonna get out. Tomorrow I'm gonna get out. Well, Saturday tomorrow. Sunday will be raining, so it's not gonna be a good weather. But tomorrow, at least I got a chance. It's supposed to be nice weather. I walk in the park a little bit, enjoy a little bit. It's about time. I deserve it. I deserve it. You need to differentiate between intelligence and ignorance. Oh, that's for sure. I mean, intelligence is something that can guide us away from ignorance. It's like the light can shine through the darkness. Ignorance is the opposite. Ignorance is that we don't know. Objective looks like dharma and karma from the Indian religion. Objective, the friend. Yeah, I don't know. Majority Chinese atheistic. Well, about this topic, about this theology topic, to be honest, now I don't want to directly say yet. But I just promise you, my friend, in the future, we will discuss a lot more detailed about Hinduism and Buddhism. And then we will understand what we're talking about, what is God, and this theology topic in the future. Now, I think the time is we have so much to go through for now. To just let me explain it a little bit. First of all, we have that 5 principles, which is in Buy Me a Coffee link. You can just download for free. That is the first step. That is more like to build a mindset that at least you can be open-minded, and you will know what philosophy is based on goodness. And through all of this, and also the positive attitude about towards our life, towards ourselves, and then we can start this journey. So first step, we already discussed the beginninglessness, and very soon I will manage all the content about beginninglessness as a book, and I will put it in Buy Me a Coffee link again. And then what we're going through now is the experience, the manifestation of experience. And you see, this is the part I have to stuck here for a while. Why? Because this is a very difficult step actually, because we need to dissolve this duality between mind and body. So basically, materialism and idealism. But most of the people nowadays, they are rather idealism or materialism. You want to make sense that this both, they are extreme. It doesn't make sense. It takes a hard work. That's why I introduced the Zhuangzi. Just so you know, my friend, I have zero tendency of nationalism. I'm not going to praise or because I'm from China, so the Chinese philosophy is the best. They're already that's the best. Or I will praise India philosophy as the best. No, I'm trying to build bridges. But I don't have tendency to suggest nationalism for China or for India or for Western country. No need, because we are one. We are one, and we need to understand each other. This is not a competition. It really is not a competition, because when you already consider all of this philosophical system as competitive, you already separate them. It's already duality. In that way, how are you going to understand non-duality then? So we don't need to praise a certain tradition or country or of their wisdom to maximum. There's no need at all. So anyway, this is why we still kind of like stop in this part about the manifestation of experience. We got to debunk this very extreme tendency of idealism and materialism. If we don't do this, we cannot continue later on what we're going to explore about quantum physics, and then about what life is about, what matter is about, and all of these things. If at the beginning we don't dissolve this, then later on just cannot continue. So that's why the next episode I'm making is going to be about this topic. But let's hopefully after this episode we can really move on to quantum physics, because I'm already trying so much, and we already put so much time on dissolving this mind-body duality. We already spent so much time on this. So I really hope it works for you. And I hope that people can find it makes sense. So yeah, about a major Chinese, they believe in God or not. This is a really complicated topic, my friend. So I don't want to tell you now, but we'll talk about this in the future. I promise. Okay, I promise. Oh, where is it now? I think I lost it. Just a minute. Then give me a minute. Okay, found it. Without fear and recklessness, there can be no courage. It is the middle way, and it needs excess and deprivation to identify where the virtue is. Oh, my friend, your English is so good. You know, the thing is, when you hear me when I talk like this, you know that, like, I have these thoughts and I have these expressions I want to express, but my English is just imagine if right now I'm talking Chinese with you, how you feel that you will know it. But I will try hard. I will keep improving, and don't give up on me. I will keep improving on my English. Hello from Idaho. I never heard Idaho. Hello, my friend. Oh, it is in Africa. Oh, I see. Objective define middle way. Okay. You don't know where Ethiopia is. The thing is, I might know it in Chinese. Everything, in China, we have different way to code this, but when you say in English, will be difficult. I hope you understand, my friend. The middle way can be best understood as the golden mean. So your mother tongue is Chinese. Mandarin. Are you in China? Is YouTube allowed in China? Ooh, that's a very sensitive topic, to be honest. First of all, yes, I born in China. I was born in Sichuan, Chengdu, and it's a very modernized city. So my mother tongue is Chinese. Is Mandarin. So yeah, and I learned English by myself. I'm not in China. I'm in Scotland. China, if you are in China, you are not allowed to have access to Google or YouTube. You need to, it's not legal, basically, right? So, and now because of a lot of political reasons, they enhanced this. So there is a thing called VPN. If you use VPN, even if you're in China, you can use VPN to have the access to Google or YouTube. So theoretically, you can still be a YouTuber in China. But now, because of political reason, they enhanced how much how to say the erasure of all VPN companies. So now people will be more difficult to have access to Google or YouTube in China. So this is basically what happened. So in the future, if I go back to China, if I visit my parents or something like that, I will have a period of time that I cannot have any access to the channel. I'm sorry, my friend, but I hope you understand. But I might go back to China for a while if everything is going well. Then yeah, then probably 1 week or 2 week time I cannot really access, but I will set the episodes in time to release. But I might not be able to reply for a while. I don't want that happen soon because I love this so much, you know. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, dear. Hello. Hello, my friend. What got you into non duality? First, the super chat. Yeah, first, the super chat. What got me into non duality? Okay, I believe that deep inside, we all have this. We all want to figure it out what the existence is about. No matter how you say you don't care, everyone deep inside we care a little bit because we are here. And how comes how we become a human being and what is the world is about, what life is about, and uh, what how this existence happened, right? How could non-existence become existence? About Earth, about all of these fascinating questions. All of us, we have this curiosity. This is a natural thing that we want to figure it out, and we want to figure it out ourselves. Because I mean, I remember when I was a child, when I first time I know that human being will die, my mom told me that a person eventually will die. I cried. I just cried so much, and that feeling of fear, even I was a child. But every time when I recall it, that feeling was so real. That's because what is life is about. How could we exist as a person and then eventually we will just die and all of these things? It's a little bit terrifying, but it's fascinating, and we want to figure it out. So all of us, just in one way or another, we have our philosophy. We have our understanding about what the world is about, what existence is about. And yeah, so some of us, we might want to have further exploration about this. So we might into philosophy, into this tradition or that system, or try to figure our way out by ourselves. So this is what bring me to this path, that I want to know. I want to figure it out what this is all about. And I want to know what is freedom. I want to know what is the ultimate happiness. Just like all of us, we don't want to suffer, but at the same time, we don't want shallow enjoyment. So we want to know the essence of life to understand what is the ultimate type of freedom, which is a way that you can really enjoy life, appreciate relationship and love. Well, to me, this is the ultimate freedom. But it takes time for us to get there because we have bondages. We have bondages that we still see this world in dualistic way. We still have hatred, have biases. So in order to diminish all of these things that bring us endless trouble and conflicts to the society and for ourselves, for our family, we got to learn how to transcend these things. This is, at least this is what bring me to understand non-duality. And as I did the episode before, I've been to different traditions before. First of all, I was in China, so I was into Buddhism. I was into Western philosophy as well by self-study, and I go to temple, the Buddhist temple in China to have conversation with the monks. There were several times they want to convert me into Buddhist, but I didn't really. I was being very respectful, but I said I want to see the whole world first, and then maybe eventually I will decide. So I didn't so-called surrender. And what most important, very important thing is before I was in Birmingham, I lived in Birmingham in UK for 5 years. So in these 5 years, I was self-study a lot about India philosophy, uh, and Birmingham is a very multicultural city. There are a lot of Hindu and Muslims there. So I go there to discuss philosophy with gurus, with tutors, with their lectures, and I ask questions. I have conversation with them, and I manage all of these things, and I have my own thought. So that was a very intense period, and of course, they're trying to convert me as well. But I very respectfully, I said, sorry, I think I want to go further. I want to understand more, then I will make my decision. So yeah, they're still good people, really good people. I would still consider them as friends. There are a lot of nice people with faith as well. And then I go further. So I go further. I go to study Advaita Vedanta. So I was follow a teacher very closely for half a year, very intensely study Advaita Vedanta. And eventually, as one episode I made, which is called, uh, not rejection, but continuation. Yeah, that was long ago. When I just started the channel not long ago, I made this episode. So I walk away from this, but doesn't mean I'm not grateful. I'm grateful for all of this experience, all of this discussion with these tutors, with gurus, with the believers, or with other people without this kind of religion or belief. It's just the way how we can understand. So yeah, I mean, about what I've been through is quite colorful. Oh, my English was always terrible, but I always try my best to express. As you can feel right now, my English is not that good, but I have such a how to say powerful drive. Let's say a very powerful drive. I want to express. I want to communicate. I want to express what I'm trying to say here. So this is way during all the time I express to them, so they understand what I'm talking about. I understand what they talked about. So that's how I started this. And of course, I also studied Taoism when I was in China. That's like everyone probably know a little bit about Taoism. And for me, I into philosophy. So that's, of course, Taoism, I understand quite a lot. The thing is, you see, now we're talking about Zhuangzi. We didn't discuss Laozi yet, because what I discuss now is not based on the time about, I'm not discussing the history of philosophy. I'm more intend to focus on the topic right now. Like we're talking about the manifestation of experience. So I know that, okay, on this topic, the main goal is that we're going to dissolve the duality between body and mind. So what kind of philosophy I can use to help people to understand this idea of this duality of body and mind is something we can soften. So the first thing I think is Zhuangzi. So that's why I use Zhuangzi's philosophy on this specific topic. But in the future, if something is needed, I will just refer to different philosopher or different philosophical traditions, because the main goal is going to be based on the system of relational non-duality. So step by step. So I hope you can understand this, my friend. So, but in the future, when there's a chance, I will do the entire episodes about Indian philosophy history or Chinese philosophy history. So, but it will be quite a while, because now the topic is far from end. It's gonna take a really long time. What first the super chat? Yes, I agree. Yes, my friend, if you like my channel, if you like me, please give me the super chat or something. I don't know, or not. It doesn't matter. But it would be really helpful that I have some support. Now this is like the only source of my income, to be honest. And I got this income. It take me really long time. But I mean, it's 1 year or something. I got 4,000 watch hours. So it's not easy to me, but this is all I'm counting on. So if you like me, if you like my channel, please support me through Buy Me a Coffee. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robson. Can relationship be similar to dialectic? Could there be relational duality? It's important about this. I say relationship, that's between two objects, right? So in a way, they are duality, that's for sure. You cannot say, I love myself, I love somebody else. That's the duality between relationship. There will be two between them, right? But here is the important part, my friend. The non-duality is not suggesting there is no, this non-duality we're seeing here is the essence and the expression, right? The essence is what make all the expression possible. So that essence is one, and the expression are diversity. So there is the distinction between the essence and expression in a way. But at the same time, as earlier we said, it's like sun and sunlight. You cannot separate them. You cannot say there is a sun, just that sun without sunlight. If without sunlight, that sun is not sun anymore, right? And if you say sunlight, you know, oh, there is a sun, because you cannot say sunlight without sun. So in this way, the essence and the expression of the essence, they are non-dual. So this is the real meaning of non-duality. It's not simply there is just two, or there is not simply there is just one. This is why there is one way to understand the whole non-duality is 不一不异. 不一不异 in Chinese, that means 不, that means no. 一 means one. 异 means different. So if you translate 不一不异, that means not one and not different. So it's really difficult to understand this understanding, isn't it? So that is not monism. Duality, non-duality is not monism. Monism is just suggesting there's just one, there's no two, there's no relationship. What is relationship about, right? Another side is just the mythia, it's just the illusion, it's just Maya, is ignorance. Then there is no relationship, or there's no equal relationship built on based on respect anymore. No, that is dualism. But we are talking about non-duality. The essence and the expressions, they are both real. They are one in a sense. They are different in another sense. So this is something we will talk so much in detail in the future, right? No worries, no hurry, because we can take step by step based on relational non-duality. I promise I will explain this clear, and you will find it makes sense. What do you think about nature of self? I mean the non-material self in Eastern religion. Hinduism and Buddhism scholars had debates over this for a millennia. About self, I'm not gonna tell you now, my friend. This is such a big topic. I will tell you in the future. Please give me time. Because the thing is, what we're talking here, they are very, very complicated questions. I mean, if you say in simple words, you can say it, but nobody will really find it make sense, because it takes step to understand these things. About the story between Hinduism and Buddhism is a long story. You see, back then when I was talking with Buddhist person, we talk a lot about these things. And when I go to study from Hinduist gurus, we talk a lot about these things. So I heard both sides of the story. So I'm pretty sure and confident I know what is going on there. But it takes time. If you directly say that, say my conclusion right here, people will feel offended. They will think it doesn't make sense. But please give me time. But please just keep in mind, all the goal here is for reconciliation. It's for friendship. It's for friendship and reconciliation between this different so-called field or religion or whatever. The goal, the common goal is harmony. The goal is love, is harmony. So you don't need to worry. I will never, ever try to divide or make this division even more. I will never do that. This is something I promise you, my friend. All I'm going to do is to fix, to heal these things. These things that it's been it's a scar between Buddhism and Hinduism. It's a big scar there because of the historical what happened. But it takes time, and at least we can try to heal. And I'm determined to do this, because I hear both sides of them. I see how they understand the world. I see, they can have so like a very good and decent religious people. There is no reason for us to not understand each other. They are all great. So yeah, just give me time on this topic. It is a very deep topic, so I wouldn't tell you now about self. It's a big topic, but I will explain in the future for sure. If I did have a dialectic, I would like it to be complex. Well, we'll talk about this a lot in the future, because non-duality, this concept also takes time to explain what it is about. As I said, many people, they understand non-duality is rather they just monism or duality. So what it is about, it doesn't make sense, right? So it takes time to explain this understanding of non-duality. Just give me time, my friend. So individual is derived from the word indivisible, meaning not able to be divided.
To know the self is to know others, to know all. Like interestnet, each jewel reflects every other jewel.
Oh yeah, that is the understanding. That's like the I always use the analogy of sun and sunlight, or we can use like ocean and waves, or one crystal reflect different light in different facets. This they're all very meaningful, very meaningful analogies.
And just as what you said, my friend, 江湖 or intranet, actually, let's come from the 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭 Upanishad of Rig Veda. I read a book on that.
A lot of book will discuss this understanding. I mean, because essentially what Jianghu friend is talking about is non-duality, and non-duality in the traditional, including 考史多起, what you said, 考史多起, that's in Chinese means translated as 考史多起. So 考史多起奥义书, 奥义书 means Upanishad. So in 考史多起奥义书, is one of the quite traditional Upanishad. The earlier time of Upanishad, they have very strong tendency towards non-duality. Very non-dual, very beautiful, very relational. It's the way that when you understand it, you will know that that is the ultimate freedom, literally. That's the kind of Upanishad in early time, because they are really so authentic. In the future, if we have time, we will also discuss this a lot.
Comes from Sanskrit word, which means to vivify, basically vivifying existence.
Let's say, we have two tendencies about existence. One tendency is we suggest that all of this existence is just projection of something. It's not essentially, it's not real. That is one tendency. And another tendency suggests that God or nature, like Spinoza said, is something that we should understand. The nature of existence is pervading in the expression of the existence. So there are completely two tendencies, and you can see clearly what these two tendencies leads you to. If you consider all of this a projection, not even real, we all watch Matrix, right? We watch Matrix, so that is the tendency of understanding the world as a projection of something else. That is a certain worldview will lead you to different direction compared to the second kind of worldview. And I'm in the second kind of worldview. I understand there are difference between the essence and the expression, but at the same time, I'm not absolute the differences. This is the part.
Can you it talks about self, not soul, Brahman.
Yeah, about Advaita Vedanta, we will also discuss a lot in the future.
Can we hear your Chinese?
当然了，我说中文可以啊，你听得懂吗？可以啊。其实我经常幻想，我如果能够在这里说中文，那多好。I'm saying like, of course I can say Chinese. Will you understand? And I always imagine, I have this imagination that I can just speak Chinese to you, and that would be like my heaven.
Your English is beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Can you tell you are religious or an atheist?
This is another thing that I don't want to discuss for now, my friend. Because if you want to say my tendency, I have, I understand this existence in such a way of gratitude. You can say in this sense is very, you can say it artistic or very innocent or religious. You can call it whatever, but this kind of emotions I felt for the life itself, you can say in a way is very similar to the religious feeling. But at the same time, how I understand the existence, how I understand the so-called divinity or so-called God, this is a big topic and we will discuss in the future. So I cannot give you a simple answer on this. I would suggest that
I don't want to consider me to suggest that religious and atheist right now, because it's gonna be a big topic. But just believe me, my friend, I have a very sincere heart on these things. I want to I'm very modest and humble in front of the existence. And I'm not going to diminish any religion, because I want to heal them. I want to fix that, the scars between them. Well, there are many religious people in this world, and they can be so meaningful as well. If we can just we how to say we emphasize in the good side of every religion. Just imagine how great this world could be. We don't need to say, oh, you cannot believe in this religion, you cannot believe in that. That is very mean thing to do in a way, right? Because everyone have their freedom. We have our freedom to have faith, to have something to count on. They cannot force you to believe in something, but you shouldn't force them to not believe in something, especially when they can feel this authentic connection with their certain religion or belief. But at the same time, we need to also we take care of the big picture, which is the harmony of the whole world. So we shouldn't divide or make more division. We should heal. This is what we need. This is what we need. Either some friend just donate money for me. Ah, thank you, my friend. Gulu May Rose. Thank you so much, my friend. Let me continue by the last one. Joy Boy Jabim. I prefer Wu Wei. The balance is hard. Wu Wei, yeah, Wu Wei is a big topic in Taoism. Wu Wei suggests that just let the nature take care. Basically, the nature itself has its own way. We should we should understand the way of how nature taking care of things. So we don't do too much like artificially to put rules or understandings. We let the nature we go, let the nature we flow. So about this, there are two sides. I think if we use the middle way to consider Wu Wei, there are two sides. In one side, okay, for example, I don't really put too much on how to say, just let people do things. For example, in political way, I don't. That's what Taoism suggests to the country in ancient China. They suggest that king, just don't do too much. Just let the people do whatever, kind of like whatever they want. You don't have too much influence on them. Then you will be a good king, because let it be, just let it be. So in a way, of course, the people will be quite happy in a way, but there are people take advantage for this thing. Let's say there will always be people, no matter is in ancient time or in modern time. Just like modern time, people will take advantage for that democracy, or take advantage for the loophole, the loophole from the law. When they notice that you give them certain freedom, some of the people with not very good intention, they might take advantage for this. They might say, okay, you let me do whatever I want. Okay, I'm going to do damage. That's the problem. So when you do Wu Wei, people like that, their damage can expand to really severe extent, because you don't want to do much on it, because you think in this way, just let nature be. But sometimes we have to also deal with people like that. We deal with situation like that. So it's about balance. It's about the middle way. You cannot be too hard, but also you cannot be completely Wu Wei. Be completely Wu Wei will be very difficult to sustain in nowadays, because for example, in Western world, we have this democracy is great, is really great. But if you go to extreme democracy like Wu Wei, right? Just let people do whatever they want. If they want all sorts of, just do it. Then there will be consequences, and eventually, people might not really get the benefits but get hurt. So it's difficult. It's difficult. It's a difficult topic. But Wu Wei itself, it's a little bit too extreme, let's say. Uh, let's say people make. What is your favorite color? Oh my god! Let me find where it is. I am off to bed now. Have a lovely day, everyone. Have a lovely day, my friend. Also, thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. You're the first one who donated to me on my channel. Thank you so much. Thanks. 34. Yeah, I'm 34 years old. Nah, I'm not 19. 34. Hello, namaste, Swee. Namaste, my friend. What's your thought on nihilism? Nihilism. Yeah, nihilism is something that we definitely have to deal with. I think before I always mentioned relativism and nihilism because nihilism is something that you can see quite common nowadays. Why? Because we don't feel connected. We don't feel connected. We don't really know what is this oneness about. So in a way, we feel we are separated. When we are feeling so separated, we have the doubts about the meaning. Like, what is this all about? So what should I do? What is the meaning of life? We lose the purpose. And when such thing happened, we intend to say that there is no meaning of life. And that's nihilism. When nihilism, in our mindset, that will change how we treat the world, how we treat our relationship with others, with ourselves. And it can be very damaging because if a person in nihilism, it's like you get hurt by somebody, you just broke up with a person. And then you might just go to another wrong person because this is how it feels like when you are in nihilism position. Deep inside in your subconsciousness, you still want to find something to believe in, but you cannot really find. So you might jump to anything. That's the problem about nihilism. When you are nihilism, you could jump to sensory pleasure. When you are nihilist, you might jump to everything is there's no meaning. I could just do damage. I could just do whatever I want. I don't need to take care of other people. You see, because this is how nihilism works. So it's important that we need to cultivate the meaning of life by understanding the essence of life. And this is the part that we need. It's not something like I tell you that, okay, there's a meaning of life. Then you say, oh, okay, if you say so, it is. Who am I? I cannot just say that. I need to let it make sense. So this is what philosophy's job. This is the philosophy. Philosophy can give you the reason to let you understand that this is actually is reasonable, is meaningful, and it can bring benefits to my life, can improve my life quality, can let me have a more harmonious relationship with the whole world. So, okay, I think this philosophy makes sense. I think this philosophy is worthy, can make this world a better place. So, okay, I think I am going to understand this philosophy. So, this is about how we deal with nihilism, not just by empty talk. We got to dig into the philosophy things. That's why you say now we're talking about this the entire relational non-duality, beginninglessness, and then manifestation of experience, and then manifestation of matter and consciousness, and everything will be discussed. Life and death, everything. But I will never separate them talking about. Oh, this topic, I'm only going to talk it in philosophy perspective. I will involve every angle, philosophy from Eastern, from Western, and science, and of course, expression and ethics always were always included because they were never separated. So this is the goal, and this is our plan about this topic about ethics. Mm, come on, you can't be 34 with this. Oh, my friend, I'm 34 years old. The thing is, you know, the trick, not the trick, the secret to be youth for women, for female, uh, is to do less makeup as less as possible because makeup really they have a lot of chemistry in it. It will damage the skin. So if it's not necessary, don't do makeup. You see, when we're like younger time, when I was in school, uh, because my major was music, so a lot of girls are quite pretty, so they like to do the makeup. But back then, I do zero makeup. Only if it's necessary, I do the makeup. So that's how I save my skin basically. And of course, important is in summertime you put enough of sun cream, and of course inside you have to have a very positive mindset. Because we said about the non-duality between body and mind. If your mind is always negative, you will visually look really old. It's impossible for you to visually look useful and radiant, because your mindset will show in your facial, in your physical body, in a form, always will. The tree's bark is hard because the finger is soft. What does that mean? The tree's bark is hard because the finger is soft. Oh, my English, I don't understand. Sorry. What is your favorite color? White, blue? Yeah, white and blue, I think. Because back then I've been to Maldives and it just become like one of the most impressive scenery I ever seen. And the ocean blue and the sky, it's just so ethereal. So I think white and blue is my favorite. Hi, excuse me, my ignorance, but when you say Advaita, you mean non-dualism of soul and Brahman, or supreme soul? Um, my friend, because when you're suggesting soul and supreme soul, you are suggesting it in religious sense. But here, I think in order for everyone we can understand, so what I'm suggesting is the essence and the expression phenomena. You can understand phenomena. So this is the non-duality. It's between the phenomena and the essence. What is phenomena? Phenomena, you say, we have so many different things. This look different than me, right? And this look different than me. Everything look different. This is diversity. So this is a phenomena world. You cannot say to everyone, okay, everything is just the one. Then people will ask, what are you talking about? Everything look different. Why? Because that's the phenomenon. Phenomena are always different, diverse. So you cannot only say one. You also have to understand the multiplicity. So this is the multiplicity of the expression, of the manifestation of the one. But the essence is one. Why? You can understand it. The most easy way, you understand it in quantum physics. So quantum physics say that everything is in quantum field. It manifests in this or that, but it essentially is from a field, right? So that is why we can understand why the essence is one, because the essence is the potentiality. You cannot suggest that everything they are just completely different, because they are all manifested. Everything, every matter or even consciousness, you can feel everything you ever experienced. All of this duality, all of these things, they are all manifested in the field. If in science way, you will understand that field as quantum field. If in religious way, if it's in Buddhism, you can call it shunyata. If you understand it in Hinduism, you call that field Brahman. If you understand in Taoism, you call that field Tao. If you understand in relational non-duality, I call it relational field. So that's it. So when we're talking about the non-duality, we are talking about the relationship between the essence and the multiple and the phenomenal world, which is diversity. So their relationship are non-dual, which is, as I mentioned earlier, is like sun and sunlight. There is no sun without sunlight. If there is sunlight, there will be a sun. You cannot separate them. So which is like Spinoza said, God or nature. Right. So in the most simple way, we're discussing like this for so far. In the future, we'll discuss a lot about it because this is the main topic. People mistake pleasure for happiness. Yeah, the pleasure is when we understand pleasure, for example, sensory pleasure, that is very fleeting thing, right? For example, I eat a donut, I will have pleasure right now. but then there will be consequences. I will gain weight. So I don't eat donut. I don't chase those kind of pleasure. Why? Because chasing those kind of sensory pleasure, there will be consequences, first of all. And second is fleeting. It's not something I can always have. It's very dependent. If I have the donut, I will feel happy. If I don't have it, I will crave for it. So in that sense, it leaves me more unsatisfied, because in one moment I eat the donut, I feel great, but in most of the time that I didn't eat it, I feel bad. Then so this is the problem about chasing for pleasure. It let us feel more empty rather than let us feel more fulfilled. But happiness, the true happiness, is very stable thing. It's something is very grounded. It's when you cultivate this kind of mindset, the happiness, this mindset of happiness, then it's not something fleeting. It's not like at this moment I have to do something to have this happiness. It's something you're really within you, because you understand the oneness, you understand the non-duality between this essence and phenomena. You understand this, so you understand what life is about. You understand what is the meaning of real relationship, and then you cherish relationship, you improve your quality of life, therefore you have a fulfilled life. So this is the differences between the real happiness and seeking for pleasure. Pleasure is very short term. That is something, it's not about the youth, like when you're young you can enjoy pleasure. It's about the essence of fleeting pleasure. It's just fleeting. It's not something can last. So we want a stable, we want a very steady happiness. People do you believe in soul or more Buddhist non-self? I'm not going to discuss right now, my friend. This is a very, very complicated topic about self, and I want in the future we'll discuss it theoretically, systematically. Otherwise, I just give you words. There will be a lot of doubts. So it's not something I can easily discuss here right now. So please give me time, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I think my English get improved recently because I'm just keep thinking about this thing, keep talking, I guess it just take time. Queen of the clouds, how are you? That's an AI. Finally, that's an AI. Yeah. And because I just don't got that much photo to post. So I generate an AI photo to post. But I'm real. Everyone know I'm real now. If anybody consider I'm not real, I'm going to really I go crazy now. Master of Fire Horse. What's good? I will learn all Chinese one day. Will you? You need VPN. Oh no, I don't need now. I'm in Scotland. If I'm in China, I will need VPN. 你好,你好. Simple Chinese. 你好 means hello. Everything is well, but we don't like China democracies. Well, this is a politics topic we don't discuss here. Right. We don't discuss politics topics because there's so much conflicts going on and sensitive. And when people talking about politics, is always it's just so easy to bring a lot of fight and stuff. No politics， 不谈政治。你太酷了！我刚发现你的视频，我打算读你的书，谢谢你的直播。Oh, thank you, my friend. Are you Chinese? You speak Chinese? He said, "You're so cool. I just discovered your channel. I'm going to read your book. Thank you for your streaming." Thank you, my friend. Just so you know, my friend, so I have my book released in Buy Me a Coffee. You can download it for free. And if you like me, like my channel, you can always support me through Buy Me a Coffee. So I'm not going to have VIP channel at all, because that means if people have VIP, they can watch my channel. If they don't have, they cannot. So I promise you, my friend, I will never do VIP channel. But if you really like me, if you're willing to, you can support me through Buy Me a Coffee. So I'm going to continue in this way, and all those books will be free. I'm not going to charge anything. You are religious or atheist? I'm atheist. My friend, I already answered this question earlier. So basically about um, uh, because essentially you are asking me, do I believe in God? So this is a question that depends on how we understand God. You say there are differences in different religion, but I think ultimately when we refer to God, that is the ultimate truth, right? The ultimate truth that all the manifestation, all the multiplicity depends on this ultimate truth. So if you, in a sense, if you consider it in different religion, they describe this truth in different way. So we got to understand how we understand God first, and then I tell you my standpoint. So I'm not going to give you a straight answer for now. Okay. Um, in my opinion, ultimate happiness is to enter heaven for both gender genders, men and women. Ultimate happiness. Well, the thing is, I think happiness essentially is about that avoid suffering, right? Suffering. What kind of suffering we got? As the first episode I discussed, what kind of suffering we got in life? We got suffering from ourselves, right? Our mind, we cannot manage our mind, always like anxiety or insecure, this kind of suffering from ourselves, and suffering from other people, like somebody they just don't like you, no matter how hard you try, they don't like you. That's also suffering. And also suffering from the world, for example, natural disaster. So this is what Buddhism actually before is in Upanishads. Upanishads say it first that there are like different sorts of suffering. So what is happiness? Happiness is that we can finally transcend this kind of suffering. And this is why I'd like to discuss. First of all, nowadays, you see, we have technologies and we can have shelter. Generally, we have much better living quality. So in this way, we don't really get bothered. We don't really get bothered by the suffering from the nature that much anymore. So in this way, only if we really damage the nature and we get the consequences, like global warming or like the pollution of the air. So we get the consequences, but we have full potential to really to have a better life quality with nature if we really try hard to take care of the nature. And yeah, the conflicts with others is a lot through. So, during this entire history of humankind, we have the conflicts with others all the time, uh, during war or unequal and repression for certain race or all this kind of thing. So this is the problem that we deal with other people, and then it's how we deal with ourselves. This is severe nowadays because no matter how rich we are or how whatever we have, we feel not satisfied. We have greed. You can feel this so clearly that nowadays we have this competitive thinking. We feel insecure, and we have the greed for material or for whatever. So these kind of things we are suffering. So what is happiness? As dragon, you said, what is happiness? Happiness is we can transcend this kind of suffering. That's happiness. So how we can transcend? We're gonna fix things. We're gonna fix our relationship with ourselves. We're gonna fix the relationship with the world and with other people. That's the path. We cannot just imagine everything is great, then everything is great. We got to also put hard work. We have to put hard work, but based on our understanding of how it works and what to do. So it's important and essential to put work on it as well. It's not that simple to directly to gain the result we want, because for things like this, the way you put effort is already the way that you on this path of cultivation. Sorry, sometimes when I talk, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It just talk too much. You already made mistake with translation. Advaita doesn't talk about souls begin with. My friend, you see, I know that you might be Advaita Vedanta's believer, and I used to study Advaita Vedanta as well. And I did my comparison job with all sorts of tradition. So I understand uh, very clearly about these differences about Advaita and other like what Chitta, Beta, Vedanta, and also other sorts of Vedanta, and of course Sankhya, all of these things. Oh, oh, you are talking to other persons. Oh my God. Brahman is okay. So you two are discussing Hinduism. So I will pass that, let you two discuss. Can we hear your Chinese? Can you tell your, oh my God, what am I doing? Give me a minute. I'm just trying to find where am I? Uh, I agree with Wu Wei. Andrew agree with Wu Wei. Yeah, Wu Wei. I think Wu Wei is like democracy. Is great. It's a beautiful idea. You just let it be, right? But it requires, you know what? It requires people's general understanding of, the level of ethics have to reach certain level. If the generally people's understanding of ethics, of love and care, and all this sort of good quality is not in that level of realization yet, there will be a danger. There will be a potential danger with Wu Wei, as I said earlier, because people will take advantage of this. What happens when we die? We'll discuss that. My friend, we will discuss that when we talk about the manifestation of life. But that's gonna take a while. Not gonna be now. You should do research on India's Andabakat Andabakadas and RSS Padmalas. Don't challenge me, my friend. But in English is already challenging me enough, and when you're talking about these words, I don't even know what is it. I feel like I just feel like I'm hopeless. God of Tetris. God of Tetris, you would get good if you will do good deeds, and you will get punished if you will do bad deeds. Oh, that's very common in different religions or different mythology. We all have this. Like for example, for in ancient Egypt, we have that ma'at, which is ma'at, which is if you do good things, eventually you will go to heaven. It will be a final judgment, basically. If you don't do good things, there will be punishment. And also, this is the concept also showing Buddhism, right? So the concept of karma is also, and of course, in different mythology, there will be gods will. If you do good things, there will be good consequences. The good God will take care of you. Otherwise, there will be bad consequences. So this is. But the thing is, you see, when we're talking about this, it's based on fear, right? It says directly it's based on fear, right? We don't want to do bad thing because we fear the bad consequences. And this is very different to that when you understand and you willingly. You see, love, what is love? Love is you love somebody. It's not somebody force you or you have to love this person, otherwise or else. Right? That's different. When you say that if you don't love this person, there will be consequences, that already is not real love anymore. So that's why we should do something to cultivate this understanding of non-duality. Essentially, it will be a natural emergence of our love and understanding. So in that time, we don't need anything to force us based on fear anymore. We will know that we naturally are willing to do that. And that's the power of, let's say, understanding of relational non-duality in the best form of understanding it. Then we will all cultivate this ability and this realization, then just spread love. There's no need to diminish other religion or science. No need, absolutely no need. Joy Boy, J Blue, Nikata. Okay, I don't. I just passed that. I really don't get it. Religion do not belong to East or West. It's totally on the person what religion he follows. Yes, my friend. You see, religions really sometimes we are too dualistically or too extreme when we hear the words religion or science. And you say you can always you know that religious people generally they're also against they don't like science. And scientific people don't like religion. Why? Because there are gaps, there are scars between them. It's historical. It's also historical. And but it doesn't mean we cannot soften this. We cannot heal. We need heal. We need to heal the world. Really, if there is something worthy for us to do as a life goal, is that we take care of ourselves at the same time try our best to heal the world. I heard the Vedanta Society of New York say something like the self in Vedanta is actually not an object of consciousness and it's a mistake of thinking it is. We will talk about this. I think in next episode we will cover this topic about consciousness because this consciousness topic is just so it's a subtle way, but how you understand consciousness, if you don't understand it in a way that you can how to say understand it in a big picture, then it might lead you to idealism and there will be consequences. We'll talk about it in next episode, my friend. So it might actually be the same thing as anatta. We will talk about that as well. As I said, Buddhism, Hinduism, in my eyes, they were never ever enemy. They were not. They just because of historical reason, they didn't. They fell off. They fell off. They didn't really get along in a nice term. But it doesn't mean that essentially they are just against each other. It's not like that. It takes time, but life is long. Let's just take time. I mean, they spent like thousands of years didn't really have the reconciliation. So our life is short, but at least we can try our best to try to make some contribution towards the healing. Yes, understanding English can be different because I read the chat of someone he was going to sleep and I thought that he fell from his bed. Well, yeah, English. For me, understanding English is I literally don't really put that much time. I have to admit, I didn't really put that much time to study English. I just more like I catch up. I catch up during the time when I write, when I read, I catch up. And when I sing English song back then, I didn't systematically to study English as a very to make it skillful because I put most of my time on philosophy. Unfortunately, I don't have that much of talent to multiple everything all at the same time. So when I put the time on science and philosophy, then my time to study English as a separate as a language itself, it reduced my time to do that. But I'm still trying hard here. Yes, we all watch Matrix, and Matrix, and I hate Matrix. I always say Matrix, Matrix. So yeah. Anyway, I'd like your thoughts on Christianity. The mainstream is fixed on God as separated as a self, but some Christian mystics like Mr. Eckhart seem to be more allied with non-duality. 我是新加坡人，我也会听中文。So this friend is from Singapore. Oh, nice to meet you, my friend. Yeah, that is great. So about Christianity, we will also cover. So let me explain the schedule. So first of all, now we are in the part of understanding one. So understanding one, first of all, we are going to understand the manifestation of consciousness, of life, of experience. So now we are still doing this part. And then this is a part of scientific understanding, more based on scientific understanding, because we're going to cover, mainly we're going to cover what? Quantum mechanics. Based on that, and with the help of philosophy to understand the reality in a more. And then we're going to the part of philosophy. So that's the part we'll go into a very detailed discussion about different philosophical understanding about this oneness. And eventually we'll go to theology. And go to theology, we will understand all you mentioned about sorry. Or you mentioned about Christianity. All different sorts of religion will be discussed in this era, and I promise. And I will try my best to heal all these gaps. All. Oh, thank you, my friend Gulu Maros. Thank you for your donation. I'm so grateful. And I think this is the second or third time I received the super chat. I'm really happy. Thank you, my friend. Was monk who later became Advaitin, and he's apparently realized enlightenment. Wow! So many suddenly come out. Oh, let me see. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna try to find. I'm really happy that we have such a nice discussion here, and I hope this time I open the function so when you watch the streaming back, you can see all our conversation. I don't know, like before there were several times that it doesn't show replay our discussion. I want it to be shown because it's important. I want it to show. I really hope so. So you see, we are from different religion. There are friends here is from Christianity. They are from Hinduism. There are people from Buddhism, and there are friends like us. We just you can call more like spiritual tendency, or there are friends just curious about philosophy, and there are people interested in science and logic. This is this world. This is how it's supposed to be. What diversity, and we're beautiful because of this. We're beautiful and we're friends. We're friends, we are dear friends, and this is how the world can be better place, really. Just imagine if the world all like this, then where is this how to say unavoidable war or things like that? It shouldn't be, isn't it? Yeah, please, my friends, just express here. So if you have recommendation, you have discussion or thoughts, want to discuss with different friend, please express. Just always, just please be respectful. We all one. Please always remember that we are one. So we can express our different understanding, we can share thoughts, but we should be also respectful. Respect is the key, just as the friend earlier said. As long as we have the respect, feel free, feel absolutely free to discuss. Don't be shy, don't be embarrassed. You say my English is like this, I don't feel embarrassed. So you have lesser reason to feel embarrassed. What's your opinion? What's your opinion on manifesting a specific person? I would suggest that we all have very like full potentiality. We have all potential to be a person that we want to be. It just there are obstacles. It's not always easy for us to be the way we want to be, but it doesn't mean we should stop there. We should always try hard. So as I said, like for me, for example, I'm doing this channel, there are challenges. It's not that easy. But during this process, I make so many friends here. And I think all of you are just brilliant people, brilliant people. And I also can express my thoughts here. We can communicate. And also I trained myself to have a stronger mindset, more effectively to express also, of course, the experience I'm making the YouTube channel to make the video more enjoyable. At least the quality, I think it improved a little bit, at least. So this is how it is. You want to manifest as a specific person that requires your dedication, your efforts. At the same time, never ever doubt that you have the potential to be the way you want to be. If you really want to, you want it bad enough, then you can be. But don't think that you can just by think and then you can get there. It requires your hard work. But it's a great thing. It's a great thing because during this way it can be enjoyable. Mm. Oh, wow, so many. I have a question for Siwei. How did you become so knowledgeable and passionate about this? Can you share your journey? My friend, earlier I discussed, I said, so I was in China. So I studied, self-study, and I discussed Taoism and Buddhism with Chinese people a lot. I just literally I went to the temple, and when I was like how old I was, like 17 years old or something. I just went to temples all the time. But of course, I'm not like detached from life. I'm a student. It's just I'm into that. But at the same time, they're trying to convert me. Every let's say every religion I associate with, they try to convert me. But I don't think is I don't take offense, and I hope they don't take offense that if I didn't really convert it. But I think it's a great thing that it's during this journey that I gain a lot of knowledge. I understand different perspective. I always keep an open mind, and I admire science. I admire different philosophy. I admire those religious people which are good. They can be really good people. So this is how I keep an open mind. And you see, now I'm a person. I'm in Scotland, and I'm a Chinese. So you can tell that sometimes people they can be how to say, they say things in very dualistic way. They will say, oh, you are person from another race, your skin color is different than mine, your facial structure is different than mine, so I don't feel very welcome. But there are also people, they'll feel, oh, you're nice, you're different. So people can feel different about you. This is something I want to say to all of you, my friends. No matter you are local or you are foreigner in another country, doesn't matter how other people they see you. Try your best to see them in a non-dual understanding. You see them as we are different expression, but we are the one. So you don't even they see you differently. You know that it's not their intention. It's not like they are you are just so different, like the fish story about 庄子. It's not like that. They will always be able to resonate. So in this way, have more understanding and love towards this different race. This is what I really want to seek here, my friend. If you are in a foreign country, for example, me, I'm a Chinese, but I am Asian and I'm in Scotland. So I respect their culture. I love the people. My neighbor is almost 90 years old and really good friend of me. She always drag me out for a tea or coffee. I don't drink tea or coffee. I drink sparkling water, but I really love to hang out with her. So they can be very friendly, but the first thing is that you should be friendly with them first. You try to, you see them in the non-dual way. You see them in a non-dual way that you respect the diversity, but you understand underlying we are the one. So that's how we are so connected with people, doesn't matter different race. That's not important. Really not important. So I also hope people, if you are natives, you have more understanding and compassion towards foreigners. You say we go to different country, we might know nobody here, but we decided to come to this country and make contribution. And now I can proudly say I'm also a taxpayer now. I'm so proud of it because I didn't really officially work uh, in my life before when I was in China because my financial situation was good with my family, but I didn't really officially work. And maybe this is also one of the reasons why I got a lot of time to study philosophy. But I am willing to share this with the world. I'm willing to share with the whole world about this, what I have learned, what I have gained during the time. I didn't use those time to enjoy sensory pleasure or whatever. I use it to gain a lot of knowledge about these things. So, and I'm willing. Now is my time to give back to the society, and I'm more than proud to say that now I'm a payer because I'm a YouTuber, and also I got the monetized, so I can pay tax. I'm very happy, very proud of it. So this is how, like, we as foreigners, we go to different country, but we give our contribution, and essentially we are one. So I hope we can really respect each other. This is how we, in real life, how important it is about non-duality, respect, and we understand each other in a relational way. We help each other out. We build a society together. So please, let's have more respect and open mind to the foreigner, or if you are foreigners, when you in another country, let's have mutual respect with each other. And please, this is one of my biggest wish as well. Nihilism is denying life. Nihilism, um, I think if we go to nihilism, the state of nihilism, we must have we've been through something quite hard. Most likely is because we've been through something quite hard. So what we need is less about criticizing, it's more about healing. Because all of these things, that's because something happened, let us feel there's no meaning of life, basically. So we need more healing than judging. And this is something I'm always trying to express here. We are not essentially bad. We're just trying to heal in different way. And for having an open mind, we're open to the world to let the world to heal us. Yeah. Asian women don't age so quick. Thank you, my friend. And just the facial structure, because I have a lot of fat on my face. You see my fat on my face. So this kind of fat is kind of like keep the youth kind of feeling. But at the same time, when I was younger, I was what it called baby fat or something like that. So double side. I'd like to more like a slim face. I think it's nice. See, if I have a slim face, I think it looks more mature. I'd like that as well, but my face. Forget about this face things. I think philosophy is the final product of coping mechanism of human mind. I think deep inside we are all philosophers because we all have our understanding of world and self and life. We're all philosophers, really. I wouldn't say that philosophy belongs to only philosophies or philosophers. And yeah, it's an open shared ground. That's why I don't agree with put different things in categories. This is philosophy, this is science. When you put it in the categories, you kind of like you reject other people, you reject other people to share the resonance with you. So please don't do that. And if we are really you say that the people in top, the top philosopher, the top scientists, they're always open-minded, always. Why? Because they see it through. They know that it's a shared ground of humanity. How could you, ground it? How to say? You just write a circle and call it. This is the ground belongs to us. This is us, our professionals. We study this, and for you, just go away. That's very wrong attitude, right? Mm. Let me drink some water first. Give me a minute. This is my favorite water. Sparkling water. I can never live without it. I was thinking to play piano today, but I cannot find the stand. Where is the stand and the charger of the piano and the sustainers? So next time I can play piano. I'm quite talented in play piano, actually. I only saw this stream now. Azur, hello. It's been a while. Just remember, my friends, be friendly, be nice. Because remember, essentially, we are just relational. We're all relational. There's no reason for us to not be friendly. In every religion, the top teaching is always compassion, love, and understanding. Just remember that. About the topic of soul, we'll definitely discuss in the future. Buddhism is self-conscious. We will talk about this, about Buddhism, about Hinduism. Suddenly say a Chinese. 吃得苦中苦，方为人上人. That is a good saying in Chinese. That means if you can endure a lot of pressure or things that other people cannot, then you will achieve something other people cannot. So, yeah, I mean, it's just require hard work. You see, there's something I can show you. Oh, my iPad is another, but yeah, it's all the time just writing. It's very tiring, but this is just the process. Can you talk about Chinese culture concept of happiness? It's very different from West. I have never heard of Chinese philosophers talk about happiness. It's always bit hardship to improve self. There are a lot of understanding about happiness in Chinese, but I would say one very grounded one that we can always kind of get inspired is called 知足常乐. 知 means 知道, that means understand. 足 means 足够, means enough. 常 that means always. 乐 means happy. That means a person can be satisfied, can feel enough, so he will always be happy. So that is basically mean that don't be too greedy. That's just as simple as that. Because if you don't know enough, you can never be satisfied, then no matter how much you have, you are always craving for more, then where is the happiness? So greed is one of the reasons that cause us suffering. Greed is something that block us from the authentic happiness. So this is 知足常乐. And people always tell themselves about 知足常乐 in China. When we cannot have this or cannot have that, maybe let's just step back and see what we have. Maybe we cannot have luxury lifestyle, but we have authentic relationship. Maybe we don't have a really nice girlfriend or boyfriend yet, but at least our family care for us. We have a loving family, or maybe we don't have family love us, but at least we get to experience as human being. We get to enjoy nature. We get to experience, to feel the wind, to feel the sun, and all of these things. It's very treasurable experience. So 知足常乐 is an important thing that we can keep in mind. It's kind of like stop being too greedy. Just kind of tell us ourselves, stop being too greedy. You know, sometimes I want this as well, I want that. And I especially have difficulties to reject beautiful dresses. So sometimes I also have the craving for beautiful things, you know. But I know that I should be 知足常乐. I already got so many dresses, so why I need another one? I'm still on the path, right? I'm not already in the destination yet. I'm still on my path to defeat this crave for beautiful dresses. No politics, please. Only cute stuff. I agree with you 100%, my friend. No politics. I don't want you talking about Trump or something like that. Oh my God. No. Yeah, so great. I thought you must be AI. So sorry for my terrible assumption. It's okay, my friend. I take it as a compliment as well. But I just want you to understand, my friend, why I keep saying I'm not AI. Because the thing is, you see, nowadays in YouTube, there are a lot of AI content. And let's say, honestly, they were like garbage content. They could just generated by AI, the avatar or the content. You can say they can have like a multiple content account and just spreading the same very low quality content. So YouTube now is trying very hard to against this kind of content. So if people say that I'm AI in comment, AI, they might analyze it and they might get the wrong conclusion that I am an AI channel, and that will be a very very bad effect on this channel. So please understand, my friend, why I keep again and again to clarify that I'm not AI. This is not AI channel. Because if one day I'm classified as an AI channel, then the algorithm will not promote this channel anymore, and I will be really sad. So in that time, I might just wear the robe to do the pajama just look terrible to record. Let's meet up one day so I can give you well, my friend, I don't know. So you see, also earlier I did made a post. I was in London in a charity event. It's about preventing young children for mental suicide. So it's a modeling thing. So in September, I will also go to London to do this modeling for, I don't know. I didn't even know at the beginning. I didn't know it's a competition. But this is a very good way that you can verify I'm a real person, because if you go to their website or their Instagram, you will know, yes, I was real, a person there. So it's kind of helping each other. I think people ask if you are AI because how so young, be so incredibly wise. And come on. Now you embarrass me, my friend. It's not that difficult. Imagine, like, I didn't really work before, so all my time, and I didn't like use it to, how to say, sensory pleasure. Let's say. So I got the time, the whole world time to study philosophy. That's all, and put a lot of dedication in it. And also, you can see my English is not that good, so all the time was saved all towards learning philosophy, so I can know a lot, quite a lot. That's all. Now I'm real. Wait, show you something interesting. Look at this. Ta-da! So, so because I don't have the piercing, I got this one online. How smart this is! How smart this is! So I can just clip it on my ear. Ta-da! And I love it. I think it suits me because I have like long hair and a little bit decoration. Sometimes, for example, like this. I think it looks nice. All right, let's back to the topic. I just want a relaxing chat today. So hope you understand. We can talk about very serious and rigid philosophy and logic all the time. But give me a break. Just give me a break. Book is free. Yeah. I mean, thank you. Now I will read that, and I will give money when I will become millionaire. It's okay, Dragon. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's this channel will never force anybody to pay any money because, how can you put things like non-duality with a money with a price? That's a disgrace. So yeah, it's just if friends, if you are happy, if you like this channel, and especially if you are really like in good financial position that you don't mind, you can just donate some money to my channel through Buy Me a Coffee. But it's absolutely if you don't want to, or your financial situation is like me, then just don't donate anything at all. Just take everything. The knowledge, the understanding, or the book is all free. It's all free. I will never do the VIP channel. _____. What do you think of the _____ interpretation of the collective consciousness, and how does that influence the path in each soul? Oh, 荣格. I know that is very different when you call it philosopher. His Chinese, when you call Chinese, is 荣格. So about this collective consciousness, this is also a topic related to self. So my friend, in the future, when we go to talk about this topic of the manifestation of consciousness, we will discuss all of this, including 荣格. So please be patient. Na. I think people whitewashed Buddhism for their own gain, but only we know the actual Buddha apart from the philosophy ones. We'll discuss this a lot, my friends. I hope we can we can be more understanding towards this different religion. We don't need to be so defensive, but at the same time, we can also be a bit middle way to see different side. I think that's fair enough. I know the happiness of a fish. Do you? Monaco blast. I think I'm the type of person, if I go to the nature like John's, I'm going to, the birds, the fish, the butterfly. I'm like that type. Then I just feel like they're all happy. I mean, essentially what Zhuangzi is really trying to say is if we just, because Taoism is about Wu Wei, like just respect the natural flow of nature. So if when we follow the natural flow of nature, then we will be happy. So this is what Zhuangzi is trying to say there. So the fish is happy. Why? Because fish is following the natural flow of nature. Also, you asked that I have to do hard work in order to get heaven, and I agree with that. The way to heaven is doing good. Not only that, my friend, even you, because what's the definition of heaven? If we don't talk about the religion sense, we expand it a little bit. Heaven is happiness, right? Because in heaven seems everything is perfect, everything is nice at least. So yeah, in order to have happiness, we need to work hard in life. We need to put our effort. For example, you want to fix the relationship with other people, you need to put effort in it. And it's not easy because some friends, they are naturally so good, so friendly with you. Like my dear neighbor, She's so nice, literally. But not everyone is that easy. Some of the friends you will find the way they understand things are very dualistic. So you want to fix the relationship with them, you got to put a lot of effort in it. So it's not that simple. It's not that simple. But if you don't put the efforts, you cannot get the result as when you say it, happiness or heaven. This is that's the heaven on the planet, which is something you can enjoy right now by cultivating the brilliant mindset and try hard. What are your thoughts on the differences between Chinese Buddhism and other forms like Tibetan? I understand Buddhism adapt to Chinese context and had dialogue with Taoists in Confucians. Yes, because the Buddhism in China, in Tibet, is quite different. That's a mixture of Bin. Then, like this time when I go to British Museum, they also have a lot of things from Tibet Buddhism. So Tibet Buddhism is a mixture of original Buddhism and their local religion, their local belief is called Ben Jiao. Ben, I think it's called Ben. So it's very different the way how they understand the word. The way how they understand is you might heard this. It's a little bit strange. Is they have this tradition of a mystical tradition about female and male. They I prefer not talk about this because it's a very sensitive topic about the Tibetan Buddhism. They have specific tradition, but every Chinese knows. Every Chinese are very because it's a topic that people would how to say have different opinion on these things. But yes, the thing is, no matter Buddhism in China or in India or in place like Thailand, Sri Lanka, it's all no matter where they go. It's like it's about relationship. It's about there is a combination between the original Buddhism and the local culture, and when they combine together, they bring something new. They bring something a little bit different and bring something a little bit special. And different condition grow different tree, and different tree grow different fruit. So essentially, when we see this diverse picture of different Buddhism or Hinduism or different schools of school of philosophy, it's all the diversity. They are also the expression of the oneness. They are diverse expression of the one. So in this way, they deserve our respect. They deserve our understanding. At the same time, we should try our best to build the bridges. Yeah. So this is how I understand the differences in Buddhism. DNA, don't be brainwashed. Have some sense, please. Dragon is from the scripture. You cannot. You two are debating again. SiWl&x, your English is actually very good. I just love to hear these things, especially when people say that my English is not that bad. I'm just like, wow. I'm really happy to hear that because, I'm trying really hard to improve. In Singapore, we have a lot of mainland Chinese workers, and many can speak more than a few sentences of English. Thank you, my friend. And I think language really shouldn't be the barrier. This is one part that I think AI can do great. You see, now if you, I hope in the future there will be even more simpler and more convenient way for people to communicate. I mean, now you already have it, isn't it? You use a phone, you let a person say something, and then you can say the translation, and you can say something to him. I know that it still feels a bit weird because it's not the natural way to communicate, but I think people can understand. because it helps us to communicate. And this is something impressive. Just imagine if we are in ancient time, it would be impossible. So yeah, and I hope that in the future we can develop more things like this to enhance AI or somehow, so we can really have more communication. Like for example, I just noticed now, I didn't even know before. Like in this channel, if you listen to uh, um, one episode I made, you can choose the language. Like there will be automatic AI voice. They will translate to different language. You will sound like a woman and reading, saying everything I said in another language, and that's great. This is how we can communicate. Otherwise, it's such a shame, isn't it? What's time actually happening at clock? Happening at clock. What's time actually happening at clock? That's the question about time and space. We'll discuss that as well. We'll cover that when we discuss relativity. And I hope by non-duality there are a lot of mystery of relativity or quantum physics can be solved. I mean, it's a big wish, but just let me try. Just let me try. Let's see if eventually it makes sense or not. But let's just try. La 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 la. Should also give try to wisdom philosophy. Yeah, definitely, my friend. I do read wisdom philosophy, but because my main focus, what I'm more familiar with, is Eastern philosophy. So about wisdom philosophy, I would humbly ask you to, to uh, give me addition of the knowledge. When you leave comments, yeah, like for all these episodes, if it's something resonant with you in wisdom philosophy, always feel free, please, my friends, always feel free to leave comments and tell how this is in wisdom philosophy, how we understand in this way. So eventually, this will be helpful to even furthermore to build the bridges. Buddhism and Hinduism are like two sisters who have had a disagreement. Yes, they are. They're both very lovely. They're both very lovely. I mean, as I said, I meet the Buddhist people. I meet Hindu people. They are both lovely, and you can say that in a sincere one, you can feel the same way of enlightenment. But it just need to be healed. This gap. Hello, Sweetie. Hello, Mr. 000000111. Hello, my friend. It's great today. There are so many friends. I think this is the most of the friends this time ever. And I'm so happy. And I got the first super chat donation from the chat. I'm so glad. Someone should just find an actual enlightened Hindu and an actual enlightened Buddhist and put them in a room to talk and compare. The thing is, even though before I don't get the chance to let them talk to each other because for religious reason they still kind of rejecting to talk with each other, but I talk to Buddhist person and I talk to Hindu person, so I understand them, and I try to build the bridges between them. So they kind of agree. They agree, and it just I cannot bring them together to talk. But I'm more like a middle person to talk. But it works. It does work. Um, uh, oh my God, there's so many already. My friends, you are so active that wow, it's already so many. I found it difficult to find where I'm in. Where am I? Happiness is a state of mind. What we do with what we have, not a place or thing we can achieve, I think. Yes, my friend. You see, there are people, they can be very rich, they can be very young and beautiful, but they are not satisfied for what they have because their mindset is not there. So if you ever want to be happy, the the answer is within you. The answer is you got to, first of all, you got to do something about your mindset. Otherwise, no matter whatever you have, you will never be happy. In the opposite, if you have the great mindset, then you will be 知足常乐. As I said earlier, it's like you will know that you will cherish what you have. And when you cherish what you have, you will be happy. So it's important. Oh my God, so many. Uh, uh, shut it, na, 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 na. What a top popular quote from all years of learning. Top popular quotes. I am that. I am that. I am that means Atma is Brahman. So that means I am that. So yeah, so if you understand I am that, that means you understand we are one. At the same time, we are different, diverse manifestations. So yeah, I think yeah, I even still I put a lot. I am that. Tatwamasi. Chatwamasi. My friends, just one more time, please, if you like me, like my work, please support me through Buy Me a Coffee, and all books are the first book. But in the future, we have more books. You can download them for free. Please, 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 please just support the channel and read the book, and always leave your comments, leave your thoughts, and all sorts of things. And I am very determined to continue this channel till the end of my life. I just hope that time you will not, complain I look too old. But it is my goal, and I want to achieve this. And I really hope you can support me and help me with this goal. We will keep on this journey together. Here is a casual question. Most beautiful place you visited in world? Maldives. Maldives is my favorite. Just I love ocean. I love ocean. Actually, I love warmth. Summer is warm. I love it. Um, and the ocean, the beautiful fishes. I feel like a real heaven in Maldives. Really, it's really hot though, but I love Maldives. I hope in the future, when I got the chance, I want to go to visit there again. But now, not yet. Now I need to focus on the channel. I need to have stable income. I need to make the quality, improve the quality of the video. I want to make everything managed first, because it's life is not just about taking; it's also about giving. I need to give a lot back to the society. It's about time. I'm already 34 years old, and this is the kind of like the ideal job I ever had, and I cherish it. Mm. Here, I'm impressed that you particularly signed out Upanishad in Indic philosophy despite being a foreigner. Oh, I love Upanishad, my friend. I think it's just so beautiful, poetic, and inspiring, and literally spiritual. But as we all know, like a different school and Vedanta, they have different understanding about Upanishad. I have my understanding as well. I hope in the future, if there's a chance, I can explain that as well. It will be something really nice. Not having too much luck with just relaxing talk. Your smile sparks brighter than your earrings. Oh, thank you, my friend. Well, this is already quite relaxing to me. I know that we still discuss a lot about philosophy, about religion, about concepts and stuff, but it's okay because still to me this is enjoyable that we are enjoying it together. We are, resonating together. That's great. That's what life is about, really. Otherwise, I become just a person far away talking. That would be pointless. Be careful, be strong for lifetime. Yes, my friend, just be careful and be strong. After all our struggles, have you ever wondered if we would feel satisfied or emptiness? Or do I overthink? Ever wonder if we would feel satisfied? I think I think life itself is not like um you cannot nobody's life can be always rainbow. We will definitely encounter high and low. That's the natural process. But most important is the mindset. As I said, if you have a positive mindset, you have a mindset of a open mind, you can understanding and love, and then everything will be grace. Really, you can understand all the obstacles in a graceful way. You understand that during this obstacles, these difficulties, you will learn something, you will gain something, you will be stronger, and life train you to become a better person, and all of these things. So mindset is most important, and I would never regret that, or I would not complain that life gave me this or that task, because they're essential. I think it's because I need this, so life gave me these obstacles to train me, and I'm grateful for that. What do you think of Ruja Confucians and folks like, yeah, um if in the future, if we get a chance, I want to do one episode about all 诸子百家. That means all, like from 道家, 墨子, 韩非子, 孔子, 老子, 庄子, and all of this. I want to have a more inclusive and comparison about this different school of philosophy in ancient China when time comes. I would love to do that. And then I will tell you, my friend, how I think about this. It's a big topic. Even just in Confucian itself is a big topic. Even people in India don't understand the depths of Upanishad and are more focused on rituals and mythologies. Understand, my friend, but it's more like a cultural thing, because when when culture is more emphasized on the ritual and this mythology part, then people might more bringing up with this kind of emphasis. But Upanishad, I mean, through all the time, people who study Upanishad or understand the deep meaning of philosophy or Vedanta, these are the people rather in scholarship, or they have very good educational background or a good environment. So um, it's a little bit difficult for most of the people to have the chance to understand these things. But that doesn't mean we cannot give it back to them, because this knowledge essentially belongs to us all. It will be a great thing that we can bring back these wisdoms to just all of us, no matter how ordinary we are in life. I'm just an ordinary person, and I'm just literally just finally can make some income also from this channel, do something I love. I'm also just an ordinary person. So it will be a good thing to bring this back. Oh, my throat. Let me see. I'm like also alcohol. Be careful everywhere. Alcohol. Oh, I don't drink alcohol at all. And yeah, I would strongly suggest be very careful about alcohol. And I always suggest my dad just like, smoke less cigarette, drink less alcohol, but it's difficult because he's been drinking and smoking for so long in his life. But every time when there's a chance, I will still remind him. Still, just try, just keep trying. It came to my mind because that psychology of 荣格 is all about the archetypes in the world and how wholeness of each person is possible in chat. Yes, my friend, there is always resonance between philosophy, no matter it's Western, Eastern, Buddhism, or Hinduism, or Taoism. It's just like sometimes depends on our mindset. If we are really pre-assume they are all separate, it's only conflicts, only debating, they are competitive, then we will never be able to find a connection. But if we understand that underlying we are just people trying to resonate, under the same ground, then you will find there's so many things we can connect in different culture, different background, different religion, different philosophy. So it's about the mindset. Dave Atlas, are you a vegetarian? And if not, how do you conceal it? Yes, my friend, I'm a vegetarian. And I love vegetarian food. Oh my God, talk about it, I'm more hungry. I love vegetarian and I'm a vegetarian. There are so many options nowadays. You can have vegetarian, so-called vegetarian meat. It's just tofu, basically. But I love tofu since I was a child. But I wasn't a vegetarian since I was a child. I cultivated this being a vegetarian when I was in certain age. And this is also related to Hinduist friends I had before. So I'm very grateful for that. They show me that there are so many delicious India food which are vegetarian, and that open my eyes. So this is how I get the very good benefits from understanding and learning from them as well. We are all, having good effect with on each other. I have a casual question. Where's your favorite tree? And also, what's your favorite flower? Favorite flower must be lotus. Lotus. We know that lotus is the flower for India, very popular lotus, because we call it 荷花 in Chinese. Thank you, my friend. My friend just donate 5 more cure. Just wanted to say that Mahayana Sutra says the Atman is the Buddha nature, and that is also Shiva and its guna, etc. All is one truth. I agree with you, my friend. You see, in the future, when we discuss how to have the reconciliation between Buddhism and Hinduism, all of this will be discussed. How we understand self fundamentally, they have this resonance that more than you imagine. It's just we get used to in history, such a long history, we get used to understand them as their enemy, unfortunately, but that is not necessary. Depends on how we understand them. So in the future, I hope will be, reasonable enough how I explain this in the future, and I will try my best. Thank you for your support, my friend. Yeah, so my favorite flower is definitely lotus. In lotus, we have a saying, 出淤泥而不染. That means it grow on dirt, because normally when you say not the lake, the pond, the water of the pond is not really that clear. It has dirt or something like that. But when you grow, it's so clean. You don't see any dirt on the lotus. So that's just a very poetic and beautiful expression about the lotus. I wonder if SiWl&x knows how to make steamed dumplings. I love steamed dumplings. Yeah, I know. It's very simple, my friend. If you like it, you know what? You can go to Chinatown. you can go to Chinatown to buy the frozen dumpling, and you put it on the steamer, and you just you warm up the water about 10 minutes, and then you put the dumpling on the top, and then for another 5 to 10 minutes, and you can enjoy the dumplings. You will love it. Just go to Chinatown and you will find it, dumplings. Yeah. Chinese Buddhists had to use Taoist term earlier on early on to convey some technical meanings, because they are really the resonance between all of this Eastern philosophy or religions are mind blowing. If we have this mindset to understand, then we will find that conflicts, the connection is far beyond the conflicts, and that's what we need in our world. Really, just imagine if we can see each other with such an understanding, reconcilable way, how great this world can be. How many unnecessary conflicts can be avoided, right? Observer, lack of observation. When it starts, we'll still. I believe I missed this live show. When it starts, we are still sleeping in California. Oh, do you believe in the chakras? Chakra is from Hinduism. Hinduism's what is called Veda is in one of the Veda. Is it in? Well, basically, it belongs to the yoga school. If I believe, I think it's from yoga school. Chakras, yeah, from different part of our body is different energy. That is very similar to qi. In Taoism, we have this concept of qi. So, yeah, in the future, when we have time, we'll also explain this a lot. But you will see that Taoism and Hinduism about this qi and chakra, there's no differences. Not really. Can you tell if you have to use Chinese Google keyboard, which one you use, traditional or simplified? Oh, no. The keyboard I use is just the English keyboard. Yeah, we don't have, but we type in pinyin. So pinyin is we type in like English, but it is the Chinese way of pronunciation. So the keyboard is the same, basically. Thank you, my friend. More cure. Thank you, my friend. Since your favorite flower is lotus, the Lotus Sutra says there is only one vehicle, and that other vehicles are just skillful means. We can assume the same for other religions. Oh, thank you, my friend. Yes, I would love to read the Lotus Sutra. That would be interesting. Yeah, definitely my favorite flower. So I think what is trying to suggest that is the ultimate truth is just the one, and the other manifestation or expression is also from this one. We can have multiple manifestation or multiple expression, but essentially we share the one same truth. So yeah, it's a very beautiful expression, and I agree with that. The Chinese government is sending me a new ET9 to take it for the test drive. Oh, what is that? Are you in China, my friend? I have a question. What do you see yourself as? What do you see myself as? I think I have my personality. I have my appearance, like just as everyone. So this is the part about I am an expression of the one essence. So I do have my certain individuality, of course, but at the same time, I believe I'm also like if I'm in the nature or when I chat with you, I feel this connection. And in this time, I'm completely not self-centeredness. It's about this sharing resonance. And I have lesser sense of self in time like this. And I think this is also my true nature. My true essence is that I was not an individual self. I am always connected with other people. I'm connected with nature. I'm connected with the society. That's why I feel proud when I can pay tax by this channel. So all of this is about, at the same time, we keep our individuality. We have our uh, diverse expression, but essentially we are in the vast web of relationship, and we should be modest, we should be open-minded, and we should erase this self-centeredness. That is the way to have this ultimate happiness and freedom. This is how I understand myself. What do you think of 𝐬𝐫𝐽 journey to the West? 𝐬𝐫𝐽. I'm not going to talk about this. It's too sensitive, my friend. How did you grow your hair so long? Okay, that's some question I can answer. My hair is really long now. Look how long it is. Look, I show you. I got really long hair now, and the key is that to not destroy it by chemicals. For example, I know that it would be nice if I can just make it curly sometimes occasionally, but I just don't do that. If I do that, because when you use that thing, that will like heat up, you'll be high temperature. And if you do that, it will damage your hair and your hair will become dry. And when it's dry, there will be breakage. So it will just fall off this area. So your hair will be shorter. So the key is to less chemicals. About my hair. I really like my hair as well, but I hope I can keep them as long as possible. I don't know how long I can keep them, but now it's already like, see how long it is. It's really long now. Anyway, and the historical 玄奘. Oh, 玄奘, 西天取经. That's the classical story. Well, not just story. I mean, about the Monkey King is also from that. Yeah, and you see, that's how good, how friendly China and India. And China and India should be friends. The whole world should be friends. Like, why so much conflicts? India and China have been always really good friends. And Western and Eastern culture, you can see how important they are to hold a valuable worldview. They are both important. We should really be good friends. Then this heaven is already on earth. Just try hard. They just try hard. Lotus seed sprouts at the bottom of the pond and must pierce the darkness of the pond to see the light at the surface. Yes, my friend, that is so poetic, and that's the truth. And that represents our, a sense of faith, and that we know that deep inside we have the good nature. We just need to see through the ignorance. We see through these things that covers us, and then we will have this bright nature blossoming. So that's why I love Lotus so much. Lotus is the best. I'm learning Chinese traditional. I thought if I can learn traditional, it will be easy to go for simplified later. Is this how it works or not? Oh no, I don't think so, my friend. I think because the traditional is much more complex, much more complicated. If you want to learn Chinese in easy way, you learn the simplified version. Traditional is much more complex, no matter in writing or pronunciation or yeah, unless you want to be like an expert to study Chinese language as a major or something like that. Otherwise, if you just for natural communication, I would highly suggest you to learn the simplified Chinese. I will think of the water lilies on my lake differently now. Yes, they do grow out of the slit. Yes. Can you share your MBT type? Uh, do you also identify with the Chinese sh- shamanic tradition? For example, in 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 poem, a Chinese shamanic tradition. Ah, yeah, like the story of Qu So we eat 粽子. So that's like we cook. We put normally is meat in the middle and rice covered. It's an interesting story. So Qu is a very nice person, and he was like working for the government, the ancient Chinese government, basically. And he loved the country. He want to give good suggestion for the country, but his political situation is not going well, and the government basically the emperor doesn't like him, so put a lot of burden on him, and eventually he just so sad, feels so sad, so he suicide in the bridge, on the bridge. So he jumped to the river. So but people love him so much, and people feel so sad about him. So uh, every time when this it's a festival now, this is called well, anyway. So when people trying to memorize him, they make this 粽子, this food I suggested earlier, I described earlier, to put it in the river. So it's to wish that, oh, fish, just eat this instead of eat him, right? To just keep him alive. So yeah, it's a little bit sad, a little bit, yeah. So that's the story of Qu. Huh. Buddhist is too many militants. And do you believe in life after death? This is again is the question about life and death, my friend. I will discuss this in detail later when we discuss the manifestation of consciousness. Please be patient. Oh my God, how many years to grow your hair? Ages. I think I didn't cut it since 3-4 years ago, but my hair grew quite quick. Anyway, so you don't use shampoo? Oh, I use shampoo all the time. Yeah, just use the shampoo with less chemical. I would suggest that will be helpful. It's beautiful your hair. Oh, thank you, my friend. Bye. Take care. I will come again. Attending this stream now. I am curious about Lord Buddha. Yeah. You know what? Maybe next time we can discuss something. Uh, yeah, we'll figure it out. So we'll have a topic or some interesting story or something like that. I believe in afterlife. Do you know Krishna and his teachings? Yes, my friend, because before I was in very good relationship with Hare Krishna. So yeah, know that a lot as well. Hope in the future we got a chance to discuss that as well. Peace and love to all. Thank you for hosting this chat. I enjoyed being connected to everyone. Oh, thank you, my friend. Me too. It is really enjoyable. What date is your birthday? 1st of June 1992. So 43, 34 now. I would to have a hair donation from you since from the age of 27. I got bold. Oh, you know what? There is a tablet. I think can help to prevent losing hair. What's the name of it? Oh, what's the name of it? I don't know. You can have a look online. So basically, it will block the some hormone, male hormone, and you can keep your hair shiny and bright. Yeah, just I don't think it's don't no need to be shy because we're all afraid to lose hair. So me too. So if you want that, you can try that to prevent to lose hair. Traditional culture. Yeah, I would like to discuss all of these traditions in Chinese or India or Western, but I would like to discuss in such a very friendly, non-dual term, so we don't feel like we are being like some sorts of nationalism. No, we don't really praise our culture to so high. We try to build bridges, but with equally respectful perspective. 给老外说中国是真难。在哎呀，又来一个中国的朋友，哎，我在苏格兰，哎呀，没事儿，人家其实都多好的，你看这频道，人家这些，I'm just saying to this friend, this is a Chinese friend. I'm saying it's really nice here. You see, no matter we are a foreigner. I mean, I'm here. I'm the foreigner, right? I'm the foreigner here, but they're so friendly to me. So it's all about mutual respect. What should I ask you? Okay. I don't know, my friend. I'm already streaming for almost 3 hours. I think I really got to go soon. Lose my voice already. My friends, I think I got to go. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I need a toilet. And I'm already like streaming for 3 hours. So I think, and I'm really glad so many friends here today, and I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it today, my friend, please a like. Let me know you enjoy this communication. Yes, I am. I'm tired. I'm really glad. And please remember to download that book because this is the first book. It's just like 50 pages. It's very short, little book. So you can easily read it and tell me what you think. And you are always welcome to support me, support this channel. And I'm so grateful for all the people today supported me. You are the best. And I will continue this channel till the end of my life. And I hope we can always have this resonance, have this space. It means a lot to me. And thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. 朋友 mean friend. Yes, in Chinese code, 朋友. All right. I see you next time. I'm really glad. Maybe we can just do the streaming next time again. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. 再见，朋友. All right. Bye bye. I see you next time. All right. 下次再见，拜拜。